Wild Magic West is a show intended for mature audiences. Today's episode contains depictions of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
Our camera fades back in on a tavern, a crowd having just recently exited its front door, shooting down the street away from it. A pirate-esque figure holding a large chest and a hand on their stomach where a bleeding wound is still currently, a little bit of blood dripping into the street. And as we pass back in through the doors of Rosemary's, a now empty tavern, music still playing from a piano in the background because Doc, the ever-present friend, immediately, as soon as the fighting stopped, turned the piano back on, uh, and we see our compatriots, Wyatt, Binks, Elijah, and Minerva, in the aftermath of an absolute shit show of an evening, with one member of the cartel still trying to crawl his way with his whole 5 hit points towards the door to get the fuck out of this place. And I turn the scene over to the 4 of you.
I don't think anyone else will have the ability to go faster than Minerva right now. As she has, this is more than a woman scorned. This is more than disrespect at this point. This is, you have taken something from me, and I'm going to do everything in my power to ensure you realize the severity and the F up of your choice. As she runs over, hand now pressed, no, heel pressed to this person's neck. You're going to speak. Sorry, I know you can't right now because the end of my stiletto is stabbing into your throat, but you're going to do so anyway.
Apologies, I'm just the bodyguard.
What do I need to do to stab with a heel?
I would say, do you have like a dagger or the equivalent in your inventory?
Yeah.
It's an attack roll. I will give
Wonderful.
you advantage because he's prone.
Wonderful.
And we'll use the stats of a dagger if we're rocking like a Kate style heal,
Love it.
what is it? Zendaya style heal, a Miss Z.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know fancy shoes.
23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
As a note, not trying to kill this person, just need them to feel a little bit of pain.
Mhm.
Because I'm not even gonna do a lot. Actually, I should have roll because I could kill this man.
You could
Funnily
knock
enough,
him
you said they have
unconscious.
5 hit points.
They have 5 hit points.
I just rolled a 2 on the d6 plus 2. That is 4. They have 1 hit point left.
So you all watch as this heel just impacts very near where the jugular vein would be. And this person is gasping for air.
And then I'm going to do a very funny thing and lean down, move a bit of my dress that's a little ripped now, knee on ground, whisper in their ear. Let's try this again as I cast Healing Word.
How much healing do you do?
Max 8.
8. Okay, so he's
Only
at
doing the
9
first
whole.
level.
He's at 9 whole hit points.
This is, and if need be, this could be an intimidation tactic. I don't know. He's going to stay alive as long as Minerva needs him to get the information that she needs. And if it's not satisfactory, we will continue this process.
Fantastic. You all watch Minerva very quickly stab, heal, and then just like the point of the shoe is back at the throat again as soon as the healing has gone through. Is anyone else doing anything in this moment?
Bixie's probably squatting down right beside at the head of this person, like their hands outstretched, just ready to lay on hands should need be. Just keep giving that one hit point, or more if need be, to assist in what you're doing.
Elijah is cleaning up the tables and trying to get the bar back to a state of normal. He's doing this in a sense of like, if I keep busy, I don't have to think. And so you could just see him just kind of go robotic and just move and just pick up glasses and plates of food and everything from from the tables. As this is all happening, this is just normal for him.
I would say as you're doing that, those words, like the door to the room is still open. You can see the bodies on the floor, including what remains of the body of Aldous Vane. And those words that he said to you just sort of ring in your head of just if Rael doesn't get what she wants, specifically the boss doesn't get what she wants, hell hath no fury. And Wyatt, what about you?
Well, first of all, Wyatt, who never made it all the way into the room, well, gets to the door. Friend, why don't you go help Elijah? And he invites Undead Nikki to go and help Elijah bust tables. And thus commands Nikki to go do that.
You just hear Elijah, you would hear the shambling feet of this undead creature just sort of sidle up alongside you and just wait for you to give it orders.
I give it a rag and like a little spray bottle full of full of cleaning supplies to wipe down the tables.
It just gets to work. And we will pass back to...
and Wyatt himself pushes off the door. I did see that fanciful person from that strange ship head off. I think I might go and see what she was up to. And he's he's like, Minerva's got this. I'm good.
Our camera sort of passes back over to Minerva and Binks. And this man is just sort of looking up at you, utterly terrified. I meant what I said. I don't. Just tired. I'm just tired hands.
And sorry, this is not one of the two assassins.
No, it's a cartel guy.
Okay. I think I maybe did a boo-boo and missed. No, honestly, no. I'm gonna keep it because Minerva's angry.
Yeah, one of the assassins lays dead in the room, and one of the assassins lays dead in the alleyway.
Okay. With that understanding, I think Bix, you for a moment can see the pinkish, purplish, fuchsia coloring in Minerva's eyes that have been you've never seen it until now. Two, Minerva can keep her head on her shoulders pretty easily. You're seeing someone who has an uninhibited, I don't want to say rage, but a tenacity that is hard to be controlled. But you see a click. I don't know what your insight is, but you'll see a click as she realizes that she's not going to get anything out of this person because they were not the problem. And she will pull her heel back, step away.
I'm gonna be in enough shit because my whole job is to keep Aldous alive and he's fucking dead.
You can do as you need. I'm going to step outside for a bit.
Oh, outside. This time Bix has been like looking to see if you need extra added help with healing at this person you were interrogating, and from outside where they literally killed someone earlier. They've just been split focus. You would have known that Bix has not really done anything like that before. Harm, yes. Deliver the kill shot, no. And they are just kind of smaller than you've ever seen them, and just yeah, okay. Should I bring the one outside inside, or should I leave them outside, Minerva?
Don't worry about anything, darling. You can get this one feeling a little better. Get yourself a drink. We got some snacks in the back too. You take a breath.
Okay. I'm good though. I'm good. I whatever you need, I can help with. And they extend their hands, and I'll pump, I guess, 5 points from my lay on hands pool.
Nice. He like sits up a little firmer, and there's a little bit more color in his cheeks. I don't. Oh, fucking Christ. Irish is so hard to slide back into. Do any of y'all happen to know what happened to the chest?
I think I can't say that I do.
Maybe ask Elijah, or maybe Wyatt. Where'd Wyatt go?
Minerva's starting to walk out,
Yeah.
allowing not being disrespectful to the person, but also just you are so far down on my list right now.
No, so valid. So valid. As you head outside, Wyatt, where did you go?
He went to go follow Slate because he saw where she went.
Yes. As you head outside, you can see the beginnings of a couple of droplets of blood. And going about halfway down the street, you would very quickly notice that as they were bleeding, they clocked it because the drops get further and further apart, and then there are no more droplets. It doesn't go very far. In fact, it's far, you're still within eye shot of the tavern, so that when Minerva comes outside, she could see Wyatt sort of looking at the blood trail about halfway down the block.
He stands up and has those droplets of blood just kind of on his hand, shaking it off into the dust. She got away. Imagine headed back to her ship.
Another thing I'm going to have to deal with. Lovely. One thing at a time.
You know, that doctor, he ain't working right with the Rosarite. Can't say I'm sad he's gone.
You know, there's this mystical wonderland called Switzerland that we tried so hard to be. Listen, when you're a safe house, when you're a place of wonder and power, potential, you strive to make sure everyone is seen, and even if the ne'er-do-wells and the Neanderthals and the negative Nancys want to come in and use our well-established place as a place of refuge or meeting, we let it happen. And look where it got us.
Miss Minerva.
Huh?
I appreciate your refuge. Ain't nothing broken. Just disrespected.
Oh no. Unfortunately, dear Wyatt, that's where you're wrong. Many things are broken. Many things yet to be broken. And many things that will be.
I don't mind this fury in you.
But one step at a time. And I need to make sure my husband isn't on the verge of a mental breakdown.
That'll do well. And Wyatt just goes back inside. Leave Minerva to the air.
You head back inside. While this conversation is happening outside, Elijah and Biggs, what is going on inside?
Bix probably came up for a drink, right?
Yeah, I think they came out with the intention of getting a drink and ended up just sitting at the bar and then getting up from the bar and moving things around and picking up a glass that had fallen over, then putting it back on its side. And they're doing busy work.
Okay. Elijah's going to pour a drink with rum chata in it. I was trying to think of a dairy. And just slide it on over to Bix and say, "You ever kill someone before?"
Bix immediately was lowering their head to lap it up from the bowl. I mean, is that what happened? They might just be sleeping. I could bring them inside, but Miss Minerva said leave them outside. So it's probably
So
fine.
I'm taking that as this is probably your first time, which is okay. They were assassins.
Well, Juniper told me that I almost killed Mrs. Cattrall by not bringing her medicine on time, and that was really scary. But I knew it was bad, and I knew not inherently bad. I mean, sometimes you got to do things that are not. I don't know. The world's not clear, Elijah. Why isn't it clear of what's right and what's wrong?
Yeah, it's not so necessarily a black and white situation. You got to leave room for the gray. And to kind of make you feel better, you did save a life. You saved that bodyguard's life by
well,
eliminating the assassin.
Well, that was all Miss Minerva and that one points to the undead pink that's just helping clean up. Nikki, I was there to help.
Yeah, help, sure. He pulls out like a flower and puts it next to the drink that he crafted. You got to give yourself your flowers. You're an amazing person, and you saved a life. Hell, you might have saved our lives too. And he just kind of laughs and pours himself a drink as well.
Well, that does make me feel a little bit better, because if it comes down to it, I lost my family in a way. I mean, they're still there, but after I came to Sapphire, it's just, no one's quite taken me in like you all have, and shared the same values and appreciation for the cradle. Speaking of which, I've noticed something about Minerva's eyes when she was questioning that bodyguard. Well, they glowed for a minute, and I'd never seen it before.
Oh, that's probably nothing. It was probably like the shimmer of light that was coming through the window and hit her eyes in a very weird way. It happens sometimes.
Elijah, you know I'm naive. I understand that, but I know Rosemary when I see it. I'm not judging. I didn't know.
I mean, I cannot confirm or deny any secrets coming from my partnership.
Oh, I see. This is partner understanding boundaries. It's all
Yes.
Do you have Roserite? Or do you use it? Do you partake? Do you have glow?
I do not. I'll tell you a little secret though. I do use some of the buds for my steam golems that I use around here, but other than that, I'm not necessarily someone who partakes in it a lot. But it's fun here and there.
Oh, that's, like I said, I'm not judging. It's sacred where I come from. So the flow and ebb of the earth just manifesting in a different way that people aren't used to.
Yeah. I will say though, to take it back to family, my favorite type of family is found family. And I do feel like you have found family around these parts. So if you ever feel like you're lost, you have no place to go, the saloon is always a place for you.
And this big grin that they can't quite hide just is smattered on their face. Thank you.
Now, do you want another
Wyatt.
one or?
They just put their head down, start lapping it up.
Wyatt, as you
Yes'm.
re-enter the tavern, can you make an insight roll for me, please?
Sure. If I can hold dice, that would be awesome.
I believe in you.
That's not bad. Insight, you said? It might be a
Yes.
little bad. It's a 14.
As you come back in, giving Minerva that peace outside for just a brief moment, you get that familiar, like, ping, that internal vibe from first Nikki, and then, like, another similar ping in the room where all of the carnage happened, and it reminds you of that ping you felt from the chest.
And I think Wyatt enters, kind of tips his head to everybody again, and goes up to Nikki and lets Nikki continue to do what Nikki's doing, but stands, squares up to him, and fully pulls down his sunglasses and looks Nikki over from head to toe and is doing two things at once, chasing that ping, that feeling, but also memorizing Nikki's face, his mannerisms that might remain in his corpse. Smells good, he says, leaning into the dead body. How we doing, folks?
We could be doing better. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Doc, can you take care of the bodies? I forgot about that part.
Which ones? The ones outside or the ones inside?
Outside isn't really our problem. Inside is mostly our problem. So yeah, just take care of the bodies. Just do the same thing you did last time. Sorry
Incinerator
about
down
that.
below?
Yeah, incinerator down below.
Understood.
Why don't you... I'll come give you a hand with one of them.
Oh, all right. And he just sort of like starts heading into the room and starts by just he's an older man, so he's just sort of dragging the body of Dr. Aldisvane, leaving like a blood smear as he does so, towards a rear exit where there's stairs that go down into like a basement area where there's an incinerator and things.
Wyatt's intention in helping is twofold. One, to actually help, but also he wants to pat down the doctor, his associates, the pirate that remains, the assassin. He wants to pat everybody down.
I would say we'll make it, I'll give you 2 shots at the apple effectively. Give me 2 investigation checks.
All right, let's see. Oh, that's such a good plus. It's not. That's a 13
Okay.
and a 13.
We'll start with the cursory stuff. They've all got, betwixt all of them, interchangeably about 200 gold pieces. So it's about 200 gold you'll be able to pick up from all of that nonsense. The good doctor, hold on, I need to go to a specific document that I have. The doctor has several, almost in like little parcels. He's got several small parcels of bud specifically, so like pure refined roserite, that doesn't cause any it's not as powerful and not strong enough to like amplify a spell, but it'll keep like an automaton or something alive. So he's got some of that. He also has a list in his pocket with a series of names that all look like they're written in what our world we would refer to as the military alphabet. And it looks like there's locations next to them. Ones of note would be one that says Romeo, location Emerald Gulch. Another one reads, I will get the exact list for you after recording, but one of them says Tungsten Lake, which you know to be the prison. And then there's one that says Whiskey with a question mark. those are the ones that would like pop out right away. And then there's a lot of like blanks in between, but it's like a full A to Z list. And at the top you would see the word experiments, ?
As he's reading it over, Wyatt, who's distributed 10 of the gold to Doc, and taken the rest, except for a quick palm of about 5 for himself, up to the bar. And puts most of the bud and 185 gold on the counter. And wipes his hands on a rag. And then he takes that list and just kind of folds it into his vest. Our friends, they had some bounty to leave behind for us.
I have one other thing of note, Wyatt. How thoroughly do you investigate the other pirate corpse?
I mean, about as equally as everybody that isn't the Doc, who was a little more thorough. So,
Okay.
A moderate pat down. Doesn't let Doc drag him away until he's like turned his pockets out a little.
I have a very weird question. As you pass over him, could I have a strength roll, please?
Sure. I don't know if you know this. I'm a warlock.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't know if that's in my wheelhouse. No, it's not in my wheelhouse. That's a 3 total.
You don't notice anything too out of the ordinary, as you like sort of parse over this pirate. Don't worry about it. I would love to peek outside for a moment, though. Minerva, what has been happening outside?
Honestly, for a moment after Wyatt stepped in, she just kind of just looked up at the sky and took some deep breaths, thinking about why she started this or really pushed with this with Elijah and what Rosemary's was meant to be and what it will be in the future. It wasn't just a safe house for the gimmick of it all. This world is filled with trial and tribulation, and everyone, be you good, bad, or somewhere in between, deserves a place to take a breath, to listen to some music, to grab a drink. And not just the idea of that covenant being broken. It being broken by the Order of the Rose. It's something that can't be shaken by Minerva.
As you're standing out there, taking all of this in, thinking this, you can hear that familiar gnawing metal of the lock opening the water as you see another boat slowly start shifting its way down towards the docks at the far end of the town. And there's just a level of monotony of every day, of life just goes on. Not even clocking that, not even 20 minutes ago. Just chaos was erupting out of the front of this bar. Just a level of something bad has happened and we must go back.
And perhaps the thought is true that sometimes you don't care until it happens to you. Perhaps a little bit of that is within Minerva. But seeing just how much people walk by like nothing happened, where to Minerva and Elijah, everything has changed. You see, again, a part of her past slowly creeping back forward as she turns around, almost abruptly, and walks back into the tavern to go find Elijah.
Have a perception check as you do so.
I can certainly try. My dice have not been kind to me. Still gonna
Again,
use my gay dice.
if you rolled some smoking glue guns dice, maybe they'd be nicer to you.
I do roll smoking glue guns dice sometimes. I also have other
No, this
dice
is me
that I
plugging to
roll.
chat. You could hypothetically get smoking glue guns dice at smokingglueguns.com. There may or may not be Wild Magic West themed dice that I'm working on that hopefully I will get a picture of to AJ before this goes live.
That's
So we can
actually
put them
cool.
inside shit. Yeah, they glow in the dark. They look like rose. Hold on, they're on my desk.
Well, apparently Jesus said, yeah. I think she's out of it to try to guidance herself, but it's okay. 25.
You hear a voice that you've not heard in a little bit of time, but it's very familiar to you. A female voice, the sound of her heels clicking on the street. And you recognize the voice of Josephine Knox, your beloved mother-in-law. Just hollering, "My baby boy better be okay. What has gone on with my baby?" And she's just like sprinting up the street towards you.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. I should have known the in-laws would be here at some point. And my brain is not ready for it. Seeing her there, or hearing her first, hearing the footsteps, the click-clacks before the voice, there's just an intentional face on. Mama, how you doing? He's fine.
Elijah, what would we see as your mother arrives outside to greet your partner? What does Mama look like?
What does Mama look like? I'm gonna say a woman who is in like her late 50s, a little biggish, and she is about, let's go 5'7". She's about 5'7". She is
Excuse me, 5'9" with heels on.
5'9" with heels, of course. She is in a lovely like Western gown that looks like it's of quality. Like she looks rich, and there's like probably a golden, I don't want to say like a golden silk, golden trimming around like everywhere. She looks like she's kind of out of place with how much money she is wearing, but she holds it so well somehow. And she also has like, I forget what the little hats are called, but it's like a cute little hat with a little
Fascinator.
like, yeah, that one. She has that. But yeah, that's basically who she is. And her hair color is like a dark brown. She has tan skin, freckles. Her eyes are blue, and she has a look on her face that is constantly concerned, whether it is concerned about Elijah or concerned about the saloon.
This woman just like looks you up and down. Just a quick check. It's not just my son. Are you okay? Word's already spreading.
I will say, oh, you didn't have to say that. You know what? No, seriously, you said something that makes it worse. May I do a performance check at disadvantage to see if I can quickly disguise self to be clean? I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
It was just going to happen, but her saying it's spreading is a shift to see if it's even possible. Well, I mean, it's a 20. It's still a 23. I think she would see the shift. There's just a shimmering, almost like a dusting, like a baby powder or something, kind of like flows over her as she cleans herself off. Don't worry about it. Everything has been handled. Your son is doing fine. I'm going back in to check on him right now.
If y'all need anything. Money, no expenses. No, this is we're involved. We want to help. Well, Boone's a little uppity about it, but I want to help if I can. Is it?
And to my understanding, is she like an actual good mother-in-law?
She's never been disrespectful to you. She has no issues with your relationship. She treats you as if you were her own son. You do. How much would Elijah have shared about where the money for the saloon came from?
Minerva would know. Minerva would also know that Elijah doesn't necessarily have the best relationship with his parents because they do come off as they care more about the saloon than they do their own child.
They
care about their investment.
Yes, they care about the investment.
Yes, there is a level of performative parenting that I think is
Yeah.
happening here, where it's like
Okay.
outside to the general world, this is my baby boy. I care
Yeah.
about him deeply. But you are familiar enough with this woman to know the second she walks through that door, a little bit of that care is gonna drop like the facade that it is.
Understood.
It's
Then
more, I want to go inside to see what the fuck you did to my place.
Yep. Understood. Even more so. She says, inside, he's fine. Everything will be fine as well.
Mhm.
This is a first, but that doesn't mean it can't be handled. And she will actually like hold the door open for Josephine, more out of respect because you respect your elders. Even if there's going to be some cattiness that she might have to deal with later. Right now, she just doesn't want Elijah to freak out more than he already is, and she has not had a chance to just talk with him. So there's a lot happening.
You would see, everyone else inside would see, I don't know how familiar Wyatt and Bix are with Elijah's parents, but you would see Josephine enter the bar, Elijah. Followed, I assume, shortly behind Josephine is Minerva. And as Josephine enters, it's about the time that Doc is carting maybe like the third or fourth body downstairs. So there's just blood smear on the ground. There's tables that have been sort of knocked over. Maybe there's a little bit of broken glass and bottlery from like the chaos that erupted. And you would clock your mom and then in real time watch the facade drop where she does the scan of the environment and then her eyes just sort of narrow on you.
Mother.
Son?
Now, it's always shocking to see you come to the saloon here and there, but, a fun little warning could have come your way.
I wasn't planning on coming by today, sweetie, but there's talk about the town.
I'm pretty sure it's not something that, we couldn't handle.
When you hear the words shots fired at a place that you happen to have a vested interest in fiscally, one might want to come down and check and make sure everything is all right.
I mean, don't people
So-
usually take shots at bars? That doesn't seem too out of the norm, especially if
Are
it's
you
fire
employing
water.
ragamuffins now, darling? I thought we had a conversation about
Okay.
the level of employment we were going to have here.
So that is a trusted customer, one of my loyal ones. So let's keep that in mind. Are you here to check up on me, or are you here to check up on your investment?
Oh, of course. My son is of the first and foremost thought in my mind.
Hmm.
I feel like you don't need to do. I don't think you need to do the check to know that she's fully just bullshitting you.
Just for fun, what would that check be?
It would be, I would say, insight.
Oh
be
yeah,
insight.
I would 100% say.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you need to.
Yeah. Well, mother, everything is good to go here. We're all alive and the business is booming. We have more people coming tonight. So you can leave.
Forgive me if I'm overstepping, which I don't believe I am, considering
Well,
I raised you to talk better to your mother than that. She just points at the blood smear. Who might we now be facing the consequences of?
We aren't facing anyone, ma'am. Just as a small reminder. We, and she steps closer to her partner,
Mhm.
will handle it. And she's purposefully right behind Elijah and to like the right of him.
Yeah.
So he can still have precedence,
Mhm.
but she is still like, so there's a level of I'm gonna let him handle this, but
Yeah.
please don't give me a reason to not like you.
This is like trying to
She
hide
just,
behind
like-
a tree. I don't know why. That's what I'm imagining.
She just sort of narrows her eyes at Elijah. She's not even like looked up at you. She goes, and have we forgotten where the money comes from?
You know, how's Dad?
Your father is currently working to keep this out of the press. Don't want to ruin business for you.
No, he's always working. Never really having time for anything else, huh?
And I would think Wyatt and Bix would pick up on just how quickly the tension is escalating.
The moment that she said anything mean to Bix, Wyatt would have been like, "Come here, come here."
Yes, Bix full on like, and he's like, just every now and again you'll hear a low from.
Why don't you just come along and help me drag these downstairs?
Yeah, Whitney, I would like to, because I have the bandwidth, I would like to use one of my divine senses on this on Mama. And anything else within 60 feet. It's just I'm detecting good and evil, and sensing anything affected by a hollow that could be affected by a hollow spell, celestial, fiend, undead. Within 60 feet. I just kind of want to get a vibe.
So you're sensing. Hold on, let me look at divine sense specifically because
Want me to copy and paste it in?
Oh no, I have access to your character sheet.
Weird.
That felt like a threat. It wasn't.
Oh, please threaten me.
Was
I
it?
like it. My safe word is eucalyptus.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
So, couple of things. You don't get anything good or evil off of Mama. However, you do clock the presence of 3 undead. One of them looks like they're standing up, cleaning a table. One of them looks like it's in Doc's arms, being drugged down to the basement. And the other one is standing right beside you.
Okay, so as you were like kind of pulling Bix along to like start moving these bodies, you just feel Bix's arm go rigid and looks at you with big old wide eyes, and then looks at Nick
What's the matter?
and then looks back at you. Nothing's the matter. Let's get this downstairs. And Bix obviously has at the tip of their tongue, but will offer you privacy first.
We will cut back to the tense coupled partner and grumpy mom as Bix and Wyatt head downstairs with Doc in a body. That like standoff effectively without guns. She just raises an eyebrow again at you. Just again. Have we forgotten?
You know, you should come to one of Minerva's shows. I feel like you would really enjoy it.
It's not exactly my clientele. I appreciate the art of the performance, but I'd look a bit out of place, wouldn't I? She just looks around at the way the place is decorated.
Be you no money or much within your pockets, everyone's welcome here. At least they were. Till someone decided to attack.
And it seems even criminals are welcome here.
I mean, this is a space where we welcome all, criminal or not.
Get it handled, son, or I'll have to step in. And she like turns to head towards the door.
Minerva runs to the door. Please let me know what that means. Sorry, I really do appreciate you and the fact that you gave birth to my beloved. And he means everything to me, especially in a time where I could be doing far different things with my life. So I just want to ensure that a calamity that befell us, a tragedy that hit our establishment, something that we did not plan for, we did not have any hand in. I just hope I'm not hearing that someone is going to try to make life even harder after a hardship. Respectfully.
She just squares up to you in a way that, like, only a short queen possibly could in heels.
And
Yeah, just fully squares up. Like the illusion of like the caring mother that you met outside has long since passed. And she just sort of like pulls like one of those like ruffs out of her pocket, just sticks her hand inside of it. Doesn't need it. It's hot outside, but it's all about the presentation. And just I have spent a good deal of time making sure that the money that I have the access to can flow where it needs to. And currently, we are dealing with the consequences of some shift in power. If the wrong person was to get provoked, and since you won't seem to tell me what exactly happened here,
you didn't ask.
I thought that was in.
No.
My apologies for not having to be direct. What the fuck happened here?
The Order of the fucking Rose happened, that's what.
And what was the order after?
Good question. Something we are going to find out.
Then I would ask you to do so quickly.
There is because now I'm standing at the door looking at her. Elijah's behind. What does Elijah look like?
He looks like pissed. He's like waiting for his mother to say the one wrong thing so he can just jump at and just bark immediately. But he's like he's waiting. He is waiting.
Okay. Minerva doesn't want Elijah to get to that point. Minerva's already angry that she's allowed her facade to break. To which she looks at Josephine. We'll handle it.
She'll just look up at you. If the cartel was involved in any capacity, it would behoove us to be on their good side. There's a lot going on that y'all don't have access to, and I have done my best to keep the two of you sheltered from it, and I cannot promise that I'd be able to continue to do so. Power is a complicated thing. I would expect you, of all people, Minerva, to know that. Now, if
Would
I
you
may,
like a drink for your trip home?
I have tea waiting for me at home.
Like a juxtaposition to the first time, holds the door open. This time it's not an invitation. It's please get the fuck out of my house.
She flounces her way out, and you almost watch, in a way that like a person who's familiar with masking, the second that threshold is broken, the mask falls back into place, the hand on the chest giving the concern, and just presently walks off down the street.
Minerva's going to look at you, Elijah, with a look that you have seen before when she gets stressed. It's a cover your ears look. As she just says, fuck! And as she does, it's thaumaturgically loud. As she just lets out anger for a moment. The
two of you in the basement would feel that reverberation above your heads. We will cut back to y'all in a moment.
So how we doing?
That woman is more concerned about her image and her money than anything else, and I'm doing great.
You don't have to lie to me. Unfortunately, beneath the very rich exterior, she did say something that we do need to heed. We need to get whatever that thing was back.
Yeah, the doctor did say that if it got into the wrong hands, it would be really, really ugly. And I don't really have time for really, really ugly.
And just really quickly, we know the doctor is connected to the cartel, correct?
Yes, the doctor was connected to the cartel.
Yes, Slate is not.
Slate is not. Slate was from the party that arrived after the cartel did to pick up whatever the package was. So basically, the cartel was doing an exchange and using the bar as a safe place to do so.
Yeah.
So they were receiving an order effectively.
And just so I'm understanding, Slate, they walked in originally with the package, but because everything went wrong, they left with it again.
They ran they ran off with it because the deal was not able to complete.
The deal was not, because of the assassins. So we need to basically be the deal breakers. No, we need to be the ones.
Brokers.
Yeah, brokers. There we go. I work with my voice. I get information. I don't hold it physically. She's gonna break the facade for a moment. While not many people are up here, take off her wig, kind of not like wipe makeup off, but just walk over behind Elijah and put arms around.
The second it's off, without you even having to say anything, Harlow crawls out from under a table, takes the wig, and heads backstage.
I love them. Oh my god.
just like it's off. You didn't even have to say anything. This woman just sort of scrambles out, finally feeling safe to do so, and just goes, whoo, and then off to the backstage.
I would say as you hug Elijah, you can kind of feel him feel like a stiff tree, but slowly melt into like accepting the hug. Baby boy is stressed, but in this moment, he is not.
And she also doesn't expect, Irving doesn't expect to be a complete healer. That's not what he's ever been. But arms around, we're going to handle this. This is not what we expected, but we shouldn't have been so green. At some point, someone was going to break our rules.
We prepared for this, sadly. It just sucks that we gotta get our hands dirty.
I don't want to think about, do you know how much he holds up the nails that are not disguise self, that are not a mask, put in the work to have these pointed stiletto nails on?
I mean, I can bring soap, make sure that we somehow get out of this clean, but he puts his hand on his like gun that he has holstered. Let's fucking do this.
All right, we gotta clean up, get Rosemary's closed.
And as you guys have that sentiment to get Rosemary's closed, our camera sort of pans down in the basement where the last corpse is being yeeted into a large incinerator. Ooh, unless...
Before
yes.
Dr. Vane is put in, one of the first things Bix would say is, should we burn the body? This was an important person, right? Like, but you said they were kind of not giving good vibes, right? Why? Because if we burn the body and someone important comes around looking for him, it's someone powerful who could, I don't know, maybe help him, bring him back or something. I've heard tales of that.
We'd be doing the world a service getting rid of this body.
Okay.
He ain't good. Your cradle, he would profane it.
Okay. Should we come up with a a cover story then?
We ain't did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just cleaning out the litter box.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We're scooping the shit.
Yeah, scooping the shit and put it on fire.
Yeah, can I put this in the incinerator now then?
By all means.
Bix goes up and helps.
Just this old man like lifts it in there, and you can still see the smoldering bodies of the previous ones. And as Bix, give me a perception check as you look inside this incinerator, as you throw Dr. Vane into the vat.
Yeah, and I would say, like, as Bix is looking in, they're looking very, very pensively, remembering, like, oh, I sense an undead being carried down here, and they might be in the burning now. Which check was it? Sorry?
Perception, please.
Ooh, I'm not good at that. You don't need to be when you roll a cold 15 plus 2, 17.
You would see a familiar as, like, for lack of better words, skin is melting off. Almost what looks like a crystalline outline of a body that's a little pinkish in hue. As it starts to, like, crumble and burn into dust.
Bix just reaches back to Wyatt's collar. Wyatt,
What?
do you see that?
What?
It's crystalline. It's roserite, GM?
It looks like roserite. It looks like the entire body beneath the skin itself was crystal.
That's... I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah. And you see Wyatt leans in and takes his glasses off and looks, and you can see his pink roserite eyes reflected in the fire.
Remembering what I saw earlier, just like lean in and give a... Oh. So, are you saying that you understand? You don't look like this is anything new to you.
I have reason to believe that the doctor was doing all kinds of wily experiments outside of what would be advised.
Well, yeah, you said they did experiments, right? That's one of his people. That's not you. You're not an experiment. You're Wyatt.
Yeah. Why would I be an experiment?
Well, because you kind of show up the same way when I just do my little sniff test.
I smell funny? Well, that's just the dirt in these here parts.
Oh, no. I know dirt. I like dirt. I rub dirt, and it's therapy. But no, you smell well, dead, or not quite.
That old problem. And see, you go too deep in the mines, you come out with a whiff of that. Not always. That's what happened to me.
So you don't have roserite skin underneath your skin?
You think this is just hiding some beautiful roserite?
Well, Wyatt, it's you. Of course I do. I mean, that would... I don't know what's real anymore.
You have seen me drink. Do you think that roserite drinks?
I think it's the beginning of everything. I think I'd be a fool to claim to understand and know everything that it's capable of. We just simply don't know.
Wouldn't it be beautiful? I wonder what it was like to be made of the most powerful and beautiful thing in the world.
Well, maybe we could pull it out and ask it. It's kind of burning hot now. It might be too late. I don't know if it can survive the fire, but it was clocking not quite alive, not quite dead for me. I did my.
Curious.
I channeled with the cradle. I was looking at the strings and everything, and because I thought for sure that Elijah's mama was a devil.
Woo! Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
No. There are scary things of mortal flesh. And apparently of crystalline beauty.
Well, I'm glad I don't have parents, because that seems rough. And that seems... Should we pull it out? We should leave it. We should leave it, right?
I think at this point it's a little too late. It's smoky quartz now.
Oh. That's one of my favorites. Wyatt! I forgot about Chimmy and Era. I couldn't see what they saw. And then Bix turns on a dime and runs upstairs to check on the cat dog that was spying on this meeting.
Yeah. It is about this time. As you're heading up the stairs, it's probably been roughly an hour since everything went down. And Wyatt, heading upstairs, you would hear a thump as Nikki's body loses the ability to exist and just sort of collapses onto the ground. And Bix, as you head out the door, you would see, just shaking off the effects of a hold monster spell, a Chimmy and Era.
Oh my God, I'm just gonna scoop them up in my arms, and I'm gonna even Chimmy, the dog half of the cat dog, I'm just like, oh my, I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, sorry, I'll pop another speak with animals. I am so sorry. I forgot all about you. You could have been hurt. You could have been...
There was 2 scary people that showed up, and then everything got very still.
The assassins.
That was an assassin. I was gonna come tell you, and then I couldn't move.
Yeah, they cast magic on you, buddy.
I don't like magic. Magic sucks.
Well, magic can be quite beautiful when it's used for beautiful things, but it can be used for evil too.
Can I go inside and get like some milk and some pickles?
I got you. I'll give you all the pickles you want.
Well, I don't like the pickles. Chimmy likes the pickles.
You know what, Chimmy? I think we can put our differences aside for today. Come on. I take them inside, and so before you froze, how was the meeting? Did you hear or see anything? Do you know what was in that big old chest?
Oh, no, I didn't even get a chance to get up to the window. Sorry. I went to the window and then saw 2 people in the alleyway and then froze. And at this point, Wyatt's probably back up the stairs. Nikki's in a pile on the floor. There's still the cartel members sort of sitting at a table nursing a glass of water. And Minerva and Elijah, you would hear Bix meowing at your cat again.
We're just kind of looking. Now, should we stop what's going on, or?
At this point, it's above me now.
Oh, Jimmy and Era, they said that they didn't even get a chance to listen in on the meeting, that the assassin just showed up and they cast hold monster or creature on, or hold something. I don't know. That sounds kind of meta. But they couldn't move. So they didn't hear anything about the meeting. I'm sorry. I tried.
It's fine. We have to get our ducks in a row. We're going to be closing up shop for a bit.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'll tell Era that, and I'm like, yeah, they're going to be closing up shop. Is there anything that you want me to pass along to them, by the way?
Oh, I really like the 2%, not the whole. The 2% tastes like watered down milk. It doesn't taste as good. And I know that it's cheaper or some nonsense for the bar, but I want whole milk. It tastes better.
Eris says that they would like whole milk instead of the cheap watered down 2% stuff, and also it probably hurts their tummy to not have the full fat whole milk. Also, Chimmy really likes pickles, so I think that they could use that after such a long day if that's not too much. I can get it.
Okay, so we can fulfill the milk request. The pickles request is going to be a no. Dogs cannot have pickles.
But they're not a dog. They're cat dogs.
Yeah, but they have the anatomy of both a cat and a dog, and if we feed them, do you know what biology is?
No, I don't. Speaking of which, hey, Chimmy, do you know what a pickle is? What do you think a pickle is?
It tastes good. That's what it is.
It tastes good. What's Chimmy's favorite treat?
Okay, and he like hands over like slices of apples and then feeds it to
His mouth starts to water.
and
Pickle.
Is this pickle to Chimmy? Okay, this is pickle to Chimmy. All right.
Oh my god.
Like the meme, like "Epoo," like the.
My brain is going, I'm like, dogs can't have pickles, I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, what is pickle?
What even is pickle? How is pickle?
Why is pickle?
Why?
Why is pickle?
No,
Wyatt Pickle.
Wyatt pickle.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That's the clip.
Yep.
Are undead just pickled humans? Or
Yes.
Like, in a way.
I hate that.
Yeah.
we are?
Oh my God.
I hate that. We're gonna just
So speaking of pickles, Wyatt is standing over Nikki, and he kind of like gives him a strange flourish. And then as he does that, he looks back up, and his face transforms as he does, and he is now Nikki.
That's cool, Trick.
no. What
What?
I do is, and you see her like pull out like a small little compact, and it's like a little duster, and they begin to dust her face, and as they do, they become like, I don't know, Harlow. You see it magically shift. What I do, Trick, what you just did. I have questions. I don't think I am in the mental headspace to know the answer to said question right now, though.
I've been given gifts by the Roserite. I have told you this before.
I know, but also didn't expect death to walk into the tavern, or be raised in the tavern recently. So just trying to process everything right now.
Of course, I just thought maybe we show up as a friendly face instead of tipping all of our cards.
How permanent is that?
I can do it as many times as I want.
Oh, nope, that's not what I asked.
How permanent? I can just... and he starts to transform back to the Wyatt that you know, the scraggly beard and the funky hair.
Okay. And I can say by this point, as y'all have come up, I know it's so anachronistic. I was looking it up as we were talking. It's so anachronistic to Wild West, but I don't care. She has a fuck ass bob on right now.
Oh hell yeah.
And she's just, all right. We are going to close up. We're going to gather the things that we need from our house above. Doc can watch over the building while we're gone. I don't think anybody's going to come here and try to do anything to it. And if they do, they'll be greeted by many explosions and probably more. So
should I set the regular safety precautions, Miss Minerva?
Turns to Elijah.
Can the safety precautions be the steam golems that I have?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you can do the normal safety precautions.
Fantastic.
Got you more food for them, by the way. And he points to the pile on the bar.
Yeah, I'll use them. He refuels them.
Fantastic. And you would see from like a closet behind the bar, 2 large steam golems, roserite powered golems, just sort of come stomping out, and take up position on either side of the interior of the door, like one taking the front door, one taking the back door.
You know, those are quite impressive, Elijah.
Yeah, they're basically bouncers for if this club gets too poppin'.
She will look to the people whose name I wrote down, and I totally remember off the top of my head. She'll look to Elle, Ella, Estelle, and Mo, and actually Vonnegut, saying, all of y'all are still hired. However, we need to take a little step away. So you can either find new endeavors, stay here. You're technically getting paid, so it's really up to you.
So the triple E's just all look at you. Just like, so a night off.
A couple of nights.
Fantastic. And they like immediately head out the door. Vonnegut, however, is just sort of like waiting. Like, doesn't look like they're taking the night off, and has every intention, unless you stop him, of coming along for the ride.
Minerva can't say no. It's the issue.
and again, full clarification. This is effectively, at best, maybe a 15-year-old boy.
Oh.
I know, and she can't
This
say
is
no.
a child.
Now, I do think you should probably go home to your family.
I have a knife.
And you shouldn't have a knife, but that's okay. Protect
Minerva
yourself.
said I need to have it to protect them in case of worst case scenario.
Okay,
You know, that's not the age that they gave me a gun, so.
why? Oh,
Could I have a gun?
No, you cannot have a
No.
gun.
Oh.
It's
Please
got a
go
gun
home
when I
to your
turned 15.
family. Just
Elijah, he doesn't have a family.
please go home.
He doesn't have a...
He just
Please stay
Vonnegut
here.
looks at you and does like a circle, and just goes, "Oh, hey, look, I'm home."
Please just stay here and rest up and enjoy your free vacation.
Can I have the candies from the jar upstairs that I'm not normally allowed to have?
Doc, he has a list of chores he needs to do every day. If he does them, he can have candy.
Heard, ma'am. It just like takes the hand of this 15-year-old and just sort of brings him up the stairs to your guys' your private rooms. You guys are left to leave. There is still that cartel member who hasn't left yet. They just look
Has he
rather.
just been there?
He's just been here sitting at a table nursing a glass of water.
I think Wyatt walks up to him. Howdy, friend. You actually from these here parts of Sapphire Shoals, or are you just visiting?
Visited.
Uh
Hired hand.
huh. You interested in keeping what happened between these four walls within them?
I mean this with all the candor and respect I could possibly muster. The boss knew we were coming and what we were acquiring, and if we don't return with it, there's no quiet that I could keep that would stop her from tearing this place to the ground to get what she's after.
Of course. Respectfully, your leader on this endeavor may have come underprepared, and that is not your misdoing.
We were promised safe conduct. It's not my fault that we showed up and then got attacked. I don't think that'll stop her from ripping my head from my shoulders, though. So I'm going to avoid going home as long as humanly possible.
Sounds like you might need a new line of work. Might I suggest roserite prospecting?
I mean this in all of the candor and respect I can. One doesn't quit a cartel.
There certainly are a few ways out. One of them is below these floorboards and is quite toasty. Did you know that one of your compatriots was mostly made of roserite?
Oh, that was the pirate. The other
Oh.
one, with the crystal horns, very pretty. But yes, she was quite familiar with the doctor.
But you're just muscle.
Steve.
Steve. Pleasure. Tell you what, Steve, you go make yourself busy with some of the other fine establishments in this town, and I will not tell your boss that you have gone for a little vacation.
Appreciate it. And he just like heads towards the exit.
So, we going pirate hunting?
You would see Minerva's in less of a performance dress, more still wearing, a very dragged vibe, but something that's a little more able to travel in. Things are probably hiked up a little bit, long legs, still in heels because endurance. I will ask though, have we short rested?
So a short rest means sitting and doing nothing for about 30 minutes to an hour, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like y'all have been doing a lot of shit over the last hour.
So I will say a short rest technically is not just doing like heavy tasks for it,
Okay.
but if you think that
I
getting
would
the
say-
place up is not in that same vein, then totally fine.
I would say I don't think Binks and Wyatt would be able to because of all of the moving of the bodies. But Elijah and Minerva probably could have like had enough downtime with light tasks to get a short rest in.
Thank you.
That feels fair to me.
Okay.
Sorry, Warlock.
That hurts me, but it's fine. It's painful, but it's fine. I'll live. No, I'll live. I'll rest
said
when
you
I'm
were
dead.
helping with the bodies.
It was for selfish motivation, so it's fine.
To be safe, I am gonna spend some hit die. Cool. But this also helps me with like key points. She's ready to go. She's just she needs a little moment to just come to Jesus.
Did people take damage? Because
Minerva took a walloping.
Bix would offer to help if you look a little beaten up. After rest and stuff.
Save your capabilities. I'll be okay. She literally will be. I'm back to max.
Okay.
14.
I somehow didn't get any damage taken away from me.
Oh, look
No,
at
it
me.
was
I didn't
it was just
even-
Minerva
Yeah.
tanking that shit.
Yeah.
It's weird because I was the one who opened the door, so that's why I'm like, wait.
Yeah. It's
You
crazy.
went, no thank you, and walked away like a
Yeah,
smart
like,
person.
Like, I don't wanna. I don't like it.
I saw it and I
don't
just
want
pointed
it.
and I'm like, there's something happening in there. I don't know what it is.
I took my sweet time for a reason. I am a warlock.
Fair.
As you all collect yourselves to head into the streets and chase after whatever the cartel wanted, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. So we will be right back, chat. we come back to outside of Rosemary's Tavern. The four of you, having left the golems, Doc, Vonnegut, and Harlow inside, you see the triple E, because I forgot their names, so I know they all start with E, just sort of heading down the street towards an apartment I'm assuming they share together, as you are left outside. I do have a quick point of order. Minerva, did you change into some form of traveling clothes, or are you just full ball gowning it but with no wig because Harlow put it in the back?
No. I have my fuck ass bob on. One. Two, I am definitely still in attire. But like the bottoms have been like pulled up and tied in a way that I can walk. And I have
you're like
boots on now.
Ren Fair tucking. You're Ren Fair tucking.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I have boots on now versus heels. But no,
Like
very
good
much.
sturdy boots.
Minerva's still here. She's gonna be here.
Fantastic. Who is taking charge of the hunt for the chest?
In what way?
Well, I think to start, Wyatt comes out and, explains, oh, well, I saw her blinking in and out, and then she went that away, and the trail runs cold.
All right.
Well,
Then we go.
wouldn't it be kind of logical to that weird ship that you saw earlier today?
That was
thing?
my supposition.
Oh, okay, so we're already there. I'm just slow. Sorry, I think the rum chop a little bit
No,
harder than I expected it to. I haven't eaten today.
you haven't eaten today. Mm-hmm.
I'll catch something along the way. It's fine.
Catch.
You know.
Huh. Yeah. Anyway, to the docks, or do we think maybe she made herself scarce among the city streets?
I didn't get any like inkling that because when I was standing outside for a bit afterwards, no boats have like left recently, anything like that, or
No, nothing new. No boats have left. No boats have left recently. That like you've seen boats go through, but none of them that like resemble what Wyatt was describing earlier. You didn't hear anything. The one thing to remember, I think that everyone would have clocked it, or at very least, Wyatt, probably Minerva, because they were in the room, and Elijah. So everyone but Bix probably saw the wound that was in this woman's lower stomach. So she, if you wanted to deduce, she probably would have had to stop and patch herself up a little bit before getting all the way to the docks.
I would like to maybe make a survival or something to track this individual. With the knowledge of there was some roserite ping coming off of that chest, and I don't know if that's enough to make it count for my favorite enemy, which would give me advantage to track my favorite enemy. Something.
If I help, will that also help in that particular math? Yeah, that was my plan in general, was to help whoever was doing whatever.
It's not enough to trigger your favorite enemy, but with Wyatt's help, who is probably a little bit more familiar with the crystal than even you might be, you are able to, you can have advantage on the survival check.
Huge. I have +6, so if anyone else is better tracker or survivalist, let me know. But
do the thing. I mean, I do have a better skill, but if Bix is doing it, Minerva will just notice that and like hum a little bit and give you guidance.
oh, huge. That's D4.
Anything else we want to throw on this? While we're thinking about it, Bardics, any of that stuff, jazz things?
I'm gonna start with the guidance.
Okay.
I have faith.
Aw.
I have faith is so beautiful.
Oh, I needed the advantage too. So that's gonna be a 19 after guidance.
It takes you a little bit to find any semblance of a trail. You start where Wyatt sort of shows you where the blood trail ends. And then picking up on that, you have spent a lot of times going through the back streets and shifting around and things. And you know the places where there's places to hide. And as you're leading the charge, you end up in like a little bit of a back alley where you see a larger pool of blood. And you see the chest sort of sitting there, but it's opened.
So to do all this, Bakes would have, at the blood pool, like gotten down on all fours and sniffed, got a really good whiff of it, and then y'all don't see anything, but it's almost like they were pulling on like strings, like they could see something that you all can't, and they're moving and putting it aside and pulling on other ones to come across his chest. And when we find that, I'll just look to all of you and point.
Minerva will move over to the chest, look in it, see that it's empty. Is there anything in it?
Absolutely empty. It is open and empty, and there's like a pool of blood next to it. So it looks like they paused, realized carrying this was actually, yeah, I would say you're able to, all of you are well into, you're very insightful people. It is very clear that like carrying this was extra strain, so lift it out of the chest to carry it and continue on their path.
Is there anything in the vicinity that I'm able to notice?
Give me a perception check.
Oh,
Also,
hell yeah.
Wyatt, just so I'm aware, are you still wearing the visage of Nikki?
I believe because it skeeved out Minerva a little, Wyatt changed back to his normal person face. But he's just holding on to Nikki in his back pocket.
I just don't think Minerva has seen Wyatt do it before.
No.
And it's now mechanically above board. It's probably the same, but in character, she's like, we need to talk.
Oh, and it's very unsettling looking. It's a little bit like watching liking grow too quickly. So it doesn't feel good to see.
What'd you get on that perception, Elijah?
I got a 24.
You see, looking around, you are in a not quite seedy part of town, but it's a little more rundown than the area that you normally would. It's more rundown than the area that Rosemary's is in. You're about halfway to the docks at this point, but most notably, you catch another trail of blood. The droplets are finer this time though, but like it picks up a little bit and trails off.
Now, if we keep following the trail of blood, and he just points down to the continuing trail, I think we might find Slate.
Then let's continue.
I'm gonna follow I'll lead the charge.
Fantastic.
Not
You keep following, and again, we are getting into this, like, the area before the docks is not a place that you would probably want to be after dark. It's very rough and tumble, and getting close, you can start hearing like the seagulls and the noise of a dockyard. Lots of people. Also the sound of a woman of the night or two, just sort of trying to lure any potential sailors or customers off to make their coin. The docks are busy, and as you get to the edge of the docks, you do lose sight of that trail ever so slightly.
Do I see that ship that I saw from a great
perception
distance?
check.
No. Okay, this has got to stop. That's a 14 because I've rolled a 12 every roll I've rolled practically for this entire session.
Okay. It takes you a second to clock it again, but you notice that the docks are quite full and it's anchored off. Like, you know when like they'll anchor things off and then they'll tender in a smaller ship. You would see that, and now that you're close to it, you can see it looks like an eye, and the center of the eye looks like it's a blooming roserite crystal.
Hmm. And he points everyone that way. That's our ship. The strange one everyone's been muttering about all day.
Is that what she's on?
I would guess so. Anyone know that symbol? I ain't never seen it.
Is it known at all?
Give me a history check.
I will guide
Anyone
us
who'd like
myself.
to.
I'm proficient, but I'm still not an end person. We'll find out though.
Got a
Dragon Ball Z.
What was that number, Elijah?
7.
7.
21.
Looking at it, it is a symbol that you haven't seen in person ever, but you've heard rumors of it. You know it to be the symbol of a group that calls themselves the Eyes of Sin. They are known pirates, but specifically, they're a very small band of pirates, and they are led by the Iron Florette. That is what she's called, and she is captain of the Iron's Ire. That is the head, the largest of the ships. And you would guess based on the size of the ship that you're looking at that that's probably the Iron's Ire. Can't really make the name out from this distance, but you would know that to be the Iron Florette's ship specifically.
Eyes of Sin, Iron Florette. And I don't know much about that specifically, or like, I know the symbol, but do I know anything
about her specifically?
Yeah.
She is like a whisper on the wind. People describe her as alluring, a little terrifying. Unsettling is the word that comes to mind whenever she's referred to. You also don't know if what her name is. She is only known as the Iron Florette, whoever this person is.
Okay, great. Oh, thank you. Sorry, my brain broke for a second. And then Iron Florette seems to be the leader of the Eyes of Sin.
That is her title, yes.
Her title. Okay, thank you. Okay. You will see Minerva kind of adjust herself as she looks. Well, it would seem that these individuals are a little unknown, so we need to keep our guard up. But we need that back. And we need to know why, other than, him getting killed, the deal went sour, and what we can do to ensure that it continues.
Now, your interest is on behalf of Rosemary's, not Dr. Vane.
I don't give a flying rat's ass about that, man. I do care about ensuring that the cartel isn't on our bad side.
Fair enough.
And if that means facilitating the deal and getting that to the cartel, then that's what I'm going to do. My husband worked way too hard on this establishment to watch it all die in an hour.
Way too fucking hard.
Well, what if it's bad? What if...
Hey.
I know that what they said, that if the deal doesn't go through, that, Rael or whoever is going to wreck apart Sapphire Shoals, but what if the damage is worse if the cartel does get this thing? What if we see it and know the capacity or realize something? Do we have a responsibility to something greater than us? Or
this ain't about responsibility to some higher form of existence. The Order of the Rose decided to stop something happening between two factions. I'm just ensuring that left goes to right. Because that means Rosemary's is okay.
Okay.
What you worried for?
Well, I'm just.
It was going to happen regardless. It only didn't happen because, again, the order stopped it.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. I don't know. I was thinking, like, how things can happen and they can affect, just you and yours, or they can affect a greater population, or maybe even the world. And I don't know. I'm probably just doom spiraling, I think is what Juniper calls it. I'm just worried that maybe if this artifact or whatever finds its way into the hands of the cartel, that it might be bad news in the long run. But I think you're right, because I think we should make sure things go on and protect the town. And then if we get bad vibes on it, I don't know, maybe we could pass information along to some heroes, people who save the day and go on valiant quests to like save the world and stuff, and they can take care of the cartel mess. But we protect Sapphire and do our part.
Yeah.
Right?
This world ain't about good and bad in my humble experience. It is about who has, who does not, and what blooms beneath the earth.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel a deep responsibility to the cradle and protecting and honoring Roserite as is. Making sure it doesn't fall into hands that would use it for greed and, malintent. But you're right, we protect our own, and then we keep an eye out for the warning signs of anything that may or may not come. We can't control everything.
That's exactly where I stand. I understand the power that the crystal holds more than most. Don't need to get into why, but I do. But right now I'm not thinking about what it can be. I'm thinking about the fact that there's a solution that needs to be found for a problem that has fallen upon our lap. The problem being, a deal was meant to happen within our establishment. That deal fell through because a third party decided to meddle. Right now, because that deal happened within our facility, there is an obligation for us to finish it, whether we want to or not. After that, what comes, and we can handle ourselves if it gets to a point that we don't expect. But at the very least, if we don't do this, then we do know what comes next.
And you see Elijah like kind of loading up his gun that he has as you're having that conversation. We know what comes next. Then spins his barrel and puts it back in his holster.
Elijah, with your passive perception of 25, as you spin that, you, Elijah, as you spin that gun and say that, you just hear a small, familiar voice next to you just go, what comes next? And as you look over your shoulder, you would see the small form of Vonnegut holding his dagger.
Minerva.
V.
Doc fell asleep and I wanted to help.
We can't have a child join us on a potentially life-threatening mission.
You said there was pirates.
And also potentially death. Where are you going?
Minerva. Oh no. Okay. Before there's the sequential moment. Okay, it's an order here. Other than him being innocent, boyish charm, is there a level? What is he not saying? Why is he actually here?
He's just trying to protect you. That's his job. That's how he sees his job. He just wants to help in any way that he can. So his logic is like, if I'm here, I can help.
I love him so much, Your Honor. Oh, okay.
He's just like, Lady M could need me, so I gotta help.
Okay. Gonna look to the other three, Bix, Wyatt, and Elijah, and just say, walk on ahead. I'll be there in a moment.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not necessarily safe to have a child with us during that. But you know what? You can handle this. As he looks at the eyes of Minerva. Of you, basically your eye contact, I'm assuming, is I got this. You can stop talking. And so he takes. Okay, he walks with the other two.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, you got this.
It's just gonna turn around, kneel down. This is different. This is really, really different, and I won't tell you that I'm not scared. I won't tell you that I don't have a fear for what might happen, not just to me, not just to Bix or to Wyatt, but to my husband. Which means I cannot add the fear of what might happen to you if you are there.
It's my job to keep you safe.
No, it's quite literally not your job to keep me safe. Your job is to assist. And I need you to assist me in making sure that Rosemary's is okay. That is, it's not just us. Rosemary's represents so much in this world that we live in the Shoals. It means more than you can possibly imagine, and we're just trying to make sure that it's safe. You're a part of that. She grabs, not grab, but gently puts her hand on the dagger that he has, and is pressing it down a little bit, so it's not just right. And I'll be honest with you. If anything happened while you were here, I don't know the person I would become. So let me do what I can. And when we get back, maybe I'll let you do a number yourself.
The full costuming and hair and the whole to whatever song I want. Would you
don't have to do the hair if you don't want. Yes, I will.
Want to do the hair.
Okay, wonderful. Baby gay, calm down.
Sorry.
Listen, she's gonna give him a kiss on his forehead. You're like the sun. Oh, nope. You mean a lot, okay? And you would mean more alive than dead. So please, head back.
Okay, Lady M. He just leans in and gives you a hug around your waist. And just squeezes as tight as he can.
I'm going to stick my other dagger into his pocket.
Lovely.
So now he has two.
In your ear, you would hear, if anyone does anything to you, I will torch this town to the ground in your honor.
I have the good alcohol and enough starter to make sure that happens.
Just quick squeeze, and then sprints off in the direction of Rosemary's.
And I'm really glad he did that versus me having to stun him. I don't want to go. I'm sequential events.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
The three of you did not get very far. How are you proposing to get to the boat? Again, it's sort of off the shore a little bit.
Oh, I have such a bad idea.
Well, we could probably. Are there any other boats on the pier? Are there any solo fisherman type of men out there. They got nothing to do, and they're kind of just vibing at the pier.
Give me a perception check. That's perception all day and twice on Tuesdays. And above table chat, it's a Tuesday. Not when you're seeing this, but right now it's a Tuesday.
Can I possibly give
have-
him advantage?
Yes, absolutely. There's multiple eyes looking.
Yeah, I do deliveries and such, so I'm like,
Alright.
Fisherman Jim's out of town or something, maybe.
I got a 25.
Oh, okay. I will do you one better. There is absolutely sort of an errant fisherman. But not only is there an errant fisherman, there is an incredibly attractive, like young, rough and tumble, like up and comer guy who you are familiar with. Elijah, if you were to have an ex-boyfriend, what would they look like?
Probably that's hilarious.
You ain't here. You ain't.
That is hilarious. It is definitely going to be the bearish type of man. He looks like a grizzly bear. Probably wearing a fisherman's. Would a fisherman cap work here? A fun little fisherman cap.
We'll have a fun little fisherman cap.
Full like raggedy beard. Also has like the little handlebar mustache too, with the little swirls, and he's dressed in normal fisherman gear. And he like talks like this, like it's definitely yeah, Godspeed. Definitely just kind of like a rugged, bearish type of man.
And what would his name be? Not to put you on the spot.
Sorry.
Let's go with. Does anyone have a name?
Sylvester?
Sylvester. Let's go with Sylvester.
Oh, you can call him Sly.
Thank you.
Oh, Sly. Oh, okay.
Slide
So you would clock the familiar face of someone you have not seen or talked to in a very long time, sort of with a rather, not like a tiny boat, but like a reasonably sized boat for a single person to operate. Just minding his own business on the dockside, and he seems to be the person who is the least busy, just sort of coiling up rope along the side of his ship, sitting on a barrel, like a toothpick sticking out of the corner of the mouth, chewing on a thick wad of tobacco.
Did we end things amicably, or did we?
I'm gonna say roll a luck check for me.
Okay, what is that? Just normal D20?
That's a normal D20, baby.
So you're gonna get a 6. You're gonna get a 6.
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
I'm gonna say it was not amicable, because that's more fun. It wasn't. I don't want to put into your mouth how this badly ended, but how did this badly end?
Ooh, I love mess. It probably ended in a way of my family didn't like him. I started to not like him, so I was slowly distancing myself from
Did you
plans
Did you ghost this guy?
Well, yeah, but like that's not important. I slowly like distanced myself from him when we had plans or like anything. I was always just constantly busy. I focused on my work a lot more. I was thriving, but it just felt like I was carrying dead weight.
Cool. So you would clock this face that you have not seen in a very long time. And the last time you did see it, the conversation probably wasn't great. And I would say around the time that you clock them is about the time that Minerva would catch back up with everyone.
Nah, I'm taking my time.
You know what, valid. You tell me when Minerva catches back up and let that bomb explode.
Let me rephrase this. Passive of 24. I'm aware. I'm just not there.
You're not there yet. You rock in when it feels correct. I leave that in your capable hands.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Elijah,
Yes.
I turn it to you.
Ooh, this is gonna be so bad. Okay. I'm gonna mosey on up over there. Well, if it isn't the good old faithful Sly. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Am I supposed to see what's actually in front of me?
And always so quick-tongued as well. How were you?
He just like spits like a wad, like a thick loogie of black tar into a bucket off to the side. I don't feel like I owe you an answer to that question now, do I?
Well, no one is obligated to, answer that question. You look lovely.
What do you want from me?
There's a ship that we need to...
Oh, so you just, when you have need of me, you're gonna walk back into my existence in my life. Did you, center of my universe, leave me alone, not good enough for anything in your circle or your sphere. And then the second my heart is properly mended, you just decide to dump back in like a box of donuts on a rainy day.
Okay, yeah, I see how this definitely looks. But I can offer free drinks at the saloon.
I can't pay my rent with free drinks now, can I?
But you could pay for a good time with free drinks. Look, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I understand that things didn't work out so well between the two of us, but sometimes that happens. I just really need your help right now.
And I really need to pay my fucking rent.
How much do you need?
Can one put a price on a broken heart? I'm gonna say 500 gold pieces.
Jesus,
500 gold.
Christ.
I'll do whatever you'd like for 500 gold.
The best I can do for you is 200 gold.
I guess I'm busy. And he just like turns and spits another loogie into the bucket.
Elijah turns to the group. I don't think I'm doing a good job right now. Does anyone else have any other leverage?
You do indeed seem to be sinking faster than one of these boats with a hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
What is your friend's name? Friend being very generous
Sly.
today.
People call him Sly.
Now Sly. And Wyatt steps around. I understand the feeling of being slighted. My friend here was only doing me a favor. My name's Wyatt. He extends a hand, friendly like.
He will shake it very hesitantly.
Now you see, I got business out on that there ship. And I could have more business out here in this harbor. Maybe send some folk your way. If you would look past my friend's past transgressions for just this one little trip.
So is your proposition here an IOU?
No. Gold up front, but let's say a more measured amount.
Do you have a suggestion?
Why don't you take my friend's 200 gold and a promise for me to send more interest your way?
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I help this persuasion check?
You're
gonna make a disadvantage. Stop.
that part.
God forbid a man. God forbid a man. That's it. sorry he's my ex.
So funny. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
How about a 19? And actually, no, for fun, let's make this extra spicy. I have the means of adding an additional d6.
That's what. Okay, now it makes sense to CB. Continue.
That's a 23.
$250.
I think we can manage that between the lot of us.
Biggs just holds.
And he sits in the back.
Done.
And that one sits in the back, facing away. I don't want to look at him.
That's what Minerva walks
we
over.
will hide him.
Walks over, gets bosom up, hair laid, everything to the nines. Oh, Lord, these boots so much. Oh, hi, lovely. Hi. Oh, who's your friend?
Does Minerva know about like my exes?
I'm going to assume Elijah. Well, I'm gonna leave that to you.
Right.
We have a rule of not hiding anything from each other.
Yeah, so you probably know Syl, but you haven't seen a face of Syl before.
100%.
So by me saying, and like the relationship was but like once I say the name, like this is my good friend Syl, you would, or Syl, I keep saying Syl, my bad, Sly. This is my good friend Sly, you would clock it immediately. So,
oh, hey. Nice to meet you. A pleasure. Minerva Moneybags.
Just looks over your shoulder at Elijah and then back, spits a thing of tobacco in the bucket, does not take your hand.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know that. Anyway, I see you all have procured such a lovely mode of transportation for all of us.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful. Love that. I'm assuming you know how to drive this little thing of yours?
It's my fucking boat, so I would assume so.
Oh, watch your language. I'm just trying to make sure, that's all.
Some people just have equipment they don't know how to use. It happens more often than you think.
Oh, yeah, Elijah's told me many things.
many good things, of course.
The price just went up. It's gonna be $300.
Well.
Why don't we all shut our lovely mouths and get into this gentleman's ship?
I agree.
I didn't know we're changing price. I didn't know there was a price. I was just coming here minding my own business.
You are so right.
Being disrespected by a man.
And an uncomfortable silence takes over this group as you all climb into this boat and start.
Minerva's singing.
It's a performance on this boat, actually.
This is now a showboat?
It is so like Sly is silent at the wheel. And like there is a level of like intentional bumpiness that is happening. Not to like knock you off the boat, but definitely make it like it's a little rockier than you would like it to be. It's not a pleasant ride by any stretch of the imagination. But as you are transporting towards the Iron's Ire, I would love a perception check and an insight check. Perception from Bix and insight from Wyatt, please.
Oh, God. Okay, I guess.
Dang it.
Hey, y'all, I ain't good at that. I should not insight fucking shit all. That's a 4.
I need you to check your DMs, please, Kai.
Natural 20.
Oh, hey, it exists.
22.
Oh,
yeah.
That is an 11.
Nice. There is a it's almost like just sitting there in you're used to Minerva singing, so it's like a background radiation noise to a degree, Wyatt. There's a level of like introspection that you sort of feel in this moment. And it's like your own body is yelling at you, and you feel almost too many pings to count of just that similar roserite, like that power. It's loud, for lack of a better word. Bix, not too far from the boat you're in, you see a familiar looking, rather attractive pirate with a low-cut V-top holding in her arms a large, think dragon egg sized, pink crystal that looks like a tulip folded closed that hasn't quite bloomed yet. And the second you see it, you are instinctively reminded of the blooming heart back at your home where you grew up.
Oh. And I missed the first part of it. Where is the
It's between you and the Iron's Ire. So it's like they're gonna arrive to the ship just a few moments before you do.
Oh, in a boat?
They're in a boat in front of you.
Okay, sorry, my internet cut out for a second.
You're so good.
Heart is right there. Sly. Is there any way we could sprint and get kind of close to that other boat ahead of us? Maybe just real quick, like maybe within 30 feet or so. Just
we were paid for transportation to that boat. You want to change boats?
oh, they're at least going to the same place. They're just a little bit ahead of us.
Don't you want to meet them at the boat?
I just kind of looks around to everybody else.
Okay, well, funny you asked this question because I do need a wisdom saving throw from Sly because I've been singing for at least a minute.
Oh my god. That is a 17.
Silvery barbs.
Even better.
Why are you rolling good? Why are you rolling good? You hate me. You don't want me to thrive.
Look,
you don't want me to thrive at all.
Look, I'm rolling smoking glue guns dice, which you can buy at smokingglue.com.
You just don't want me to thrive. It's fine. It's cool. I see how it is. Never mind. Everything I'm gonna do is null and void.
How far away is our lovely friend with the low cut V?
Probably like a good 45 to 60 in front of you.
Oh, 60 is not bad. Hold person. Seeing Bix kind of clock it, Wyatt, instead of paying attention to Sly, is like, yeah, whatever, we can do that.
What save do you need from
he
me?
just walks up and I need a whiz save from her. And as he does, he just pulls some like purple smoke out of thin air and just blows it across the water at her.
That's a 16.
That fails.
So in the boat, you would see them freeze, still holding.
And actually, if there's other people in the boat, I can cast it on up to 3 more targets.
There is a driver in the boat. Yes.
Great.
Make a save for him.
Everyone in that boat stops.
She failed. The driver did not.
Interesting. That's fine. She's hanging out.
Yeah, so she's just frozen in the boat. The boat's still heading towards the Iron's Ire.
Sure. Got her.
How long has the person last?
Necessary.
A minute. That we need. That's what we're doing, right?
Yes, but I believe you now forcibly paralyzing them is going to make it a little difficult for us to just get it without an issue.
My apologies. Should I let her go?
I don't know if the moment has happened. Now we just have to think about what's going to come
Well,
next.
I mean, if you get me close, I can just pop over and pop back, and then we have a head start.
We don't have to steal it. We weren't going to steal. We were just going to facilitate. Elijah. Oh.
Do you want me to shoot the boat so that it?
No.
No. So we're not gonna shoot the boat. Not gonna shoot the boat. But I do like where your head is at. Save that for maybe
I feel
something else.
in my heart, Elijah. I feel like I don't know if I trust my instincts anymore. What should we do?
No. Trust your instincts first and foremost.
Sorry,
Let's see if we can catch up to this boat.
I mean this as respectfully as I can. I'm giving her all she's got. I don't have a lot of money. I didn't come from wealth.
Okay.
Is it a manual rowboat or is it a motorboat?
It's got like a little bit of a motor on it. It's only going so fast though. It's not a very fast
Like
boat.
a little like rinky-dink bayou boat.
It's like a fisher's boat. So like it's meant for fishing. So it's not meant to go
That's a
very
trolling boat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
You
I
can
guess-
tell based on the speed that their boat's probably going to get to the Iron's Ire before you do, but not very far before. And it will be probably about when that whole person would wear off.
Whitney, could
Yeah.
use roserite to infuse the motor to go faster and pull some strings?
Yes.
Okay. Hit me with it. What are you trying to do specifically?
I am trying to like maybe dust my hands with the roserite so I have actually better grip on the strings and the cradle and everything, how Big sees magic and connection in the world, and is just trying to move the motor. So that part's a little rusted, let me just clean that off a little bit, and then if we move this over here it has more room to go, and then the heat flow of the exhaust comes out that way better, and then look, there's an extra 10 foot of movement speed.
How much faster do you want it to go?
Not like give me a whole level of corruption fast, but like I will take a good amount of corruption. Like
Okay.
so pretty fast, but not unreasonable.
I
I would like to be able to intercept before they get on the site.
Okay. I'm gonna say we're gonna effectively use Misty Step as our basis here. So effectively infusing the motor with the powers of Misty Step. That's how I'm gonna look at this, because that feels like a comparable thing to do. So we're gonna need two things. You're gonna have to take 2 points of corruption to do it.
Huge.
And I'm gonna need a luck check. Because effectively you're gonna give the boat a chance to catch up, and we're gonna see if you can catch it just before, because we're very close, or if it's gonna be like if you'll have a chance to catch her before she climbs up the ladder to the ship.
Okay. Am I burning?
So this will give you a chance to do, basically I'm giving you a chance to do it at advantage. So
I'm rolling at advantage or just the same?
you're gonna have to roll at advantage. We're gonna say I will allow you to use whatever check you'd like, since you're taking corruption to do this. That feels like a fair trade. So whatever you want to use, if you can pitch it to me in a way that will make some level of sense, I'll allow it, because this is cool. You will make a boat go fast with crystal rock. I'm here for that. That's cool.
Oh gosh. Because I don't think acrobatics would. I mean, I have sleight of hand. I'm really good with my hands. Just move some things around, get like in there, find minutia with
Fine minutia.
I don't know words.
Sleight of hands is more than reasonable. I'm fine with that.
Perfect. Okay, I'll roll this. Do you want me to burn a second level as well for Missy Step?
No, I will not make you burn the spell slot.
Ooh, okay.
You're using corruption. So like this is just pure refined crystal.
That is 17 on the die for 22.
For 22. Okay. I'm gonna roll. you will have a brief moment before so like their boat docks as you basically almost teleport levels of fast. And she's got her hand on the bottom of the ladder with that like egg in her other hand. So you have a brief moment before she climbs up.
Could I Misty step just above her on the ladder and just like kind of like Spider-Man on like with my I have like claw weapons, just stick them in the side. No, I'll just hold on to the ladder. And just be like, oh, hey, you ran out kind of quick there. We have a couple questions for you if you don't mind.
What is anybody else doing? So we're boat to boat at the like y'all were able to speed up, move super fucking fast, meet up with her boat. She's basically standing in her boat with a hand on the ladder. Binks teleports and is now just above her on the ladder, and you can hear clambering on the ship above. What is everybody doing?
I mean, when the hold person wears off, Wyatt just kind of, I think, looks towards her, and if she were to look back, he would just give a little, like, almost an apology, but like, that was me, hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Elijah, Minerva,
Elijah's-
anything from you?
Elijah's just watching this play out because he's concerned that other parties will get involved and then we'll start having to potentially fight, but he really doesn't want to. But he has his like hand on his gun ready.
Minerva.
Minerva pulls out a flask.
Cigarette.
Cigarette for real. He was like, oh god. No, and it's gonna look at Sly really quickly. And add an additional 50 gold to the pot that he was gonna get. And just be like, I don't have a reason to not like you. Don't disrespect me again, though. And we just get off the boat, kind of daintily.
So you shift onto the other boat. So it's now Minerva at the bottom of the boat that's so it's like boat. Minerva's in the second boat. Slate on the ladder, Binks above, and she just like looks up at you. I just look. I ran because I didn't know what else to fucking do, so I just figured bring this back to my captain and let them fucking deal with it.
Oh my gosh, you must be so scared. You must be scared like all the rest of it. We were all surprised. This looks bad, doesn't it? I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's a little threatening. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I've been told that before.
Look. I'm not
raised by cats, so I don't really know human.
What the fuck you mean you were raised by cats?
They were raised by cats. They're
like quite
they mean
literally,
they're
or
best.
like cat people.
Yeah, literally.
Both. Well, you can see of the ATB, there are usually about 8 tabaxi holding places of power that correspond with each of the phases of the moon. And then, of course, there's Poppet. Oh, you don't want to know about this. Sorry. Do you mind if we get back in the boat to talk and then I can get down and I'm not like above you? I'm not trying to dominate you, I promise.
Again, I'm just trying to return this to the captain and let the captain decide what to do. This is so above my fucking pay grade.
Listen, love. We have an invested interest now in the goings on between that. So we just wanted to catch up and potentially go with you.
You want to talk to the captain?
Oh yes, at this point, yes. I love talking.
let's talk to
Talking
the
is my
captain.
forte.
She is quite proficient at it.
Well, I can't go up because it just points up at Bix.
Oh, I can start moving up. Okay, and she starts climbing the ladder backwards, back to the ladder.
As you climb up,
Ring girl, no.
Jesus Christ! As you climb up and like disembark at the top of the ship, you haven't turned around quite yet, but you can hear quite a few feet around you. Slate climbs up and above. Who is next up behind?
Potentially Minerva.
Yeah, 'cause you're already over in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Minerva heads up after that. Who's behind Minerva?
I'll probably follow Minerva.
And Elijah and Wyatt bringing up the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. As you guys all... Ooh, yes?
No. Wyatt, I think, looks to Elijah. I should not go up there as a Nikki, right? That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I think maybe stick to your own face for a little bit, but like pull that out as, like a trump card maybe.
Yeah, these people, wily, untrustworthy types, I'm acquainted with.
Yeah.
I'm not much inclined to believe them in good faith.
I don't necessarily know if we need faith in this situation. We just need to get what we need and then get out of there. This should go easy. In my mind, everything should go smooth.
All right. After you, then.
I start climbing up.
As the four of you reach the top of this boat, you would see an array of sort of sallow-skinned individuals, but of a variety of colors. Some darker, some white, some clearly tiefling and gnomish, and of all species. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to who is here. It's just an array of people, but sort of leaned against that central, like, I forget what the exact boat term is, but like the little column that holds the mainsail. Mast, that's the word.
Mast.
The mast. Leaning against the mast, you would see, if this person were on land, they are so absurdly attractive. Like, we're talking like brothel levels of hot. Like would be like just gorgeous. Tricorned hat, sallow skin, slightly sunken eyes. Think Keira Knightley, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirate Queen era. Like that's, but like could also pass for a woman of the night. And it's just sort of leaning casually against the mast as Slate steps forward. And very quietly, this woman speaks. So I'm assuming because you're here and Steel and Nickel are not, that they're both dead, aren't they? And Slate just sort of gives a slight nod as this woman pushes herself off of the mast and steps forward. And with a speed that looks unnaturally fast, pulls a dagger and runs it directly across Slate's throat. And before she hits the ground, grabs the crystal and just looks up at the four of you. I assume we have a conversation to have. And there's a hint of a smile. And that is where we will leave this episode. We will see you guys
That's
next week.
I support women's rights and wrongs.
Wrongs, yeah. Yeah.
Like that sucks.
Listen, Slate, we tried, but the hot lady killed you. Sorry.
Man, my bad.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night. Goodbye.